So, how do I explain this? I was supposed to record and upload 3 videos this week, but it ended up being, well, I recorded 3 videos, but I'm only gonna upload 1. The game that was picked out was Devil May Cry, and I'm pretty sure you guys might have watched it. I'm not sure. But the game for the next week is the video that you're about to see today after this. However, the other 2 videos that I ended up recording were picks from like another friend of mine, and I was trying to figure out the whole uploading schedule. And so, I mean, I had something planned out. I started recording everything, and then I went to edit them, and I'll show you in the top left here what happened. One of my good friends, Riley, suggested this game to me. He just told me I should play it, so I'm going to play it. It's really an interesting game, though. You can do a lot of cool stuff in this. So as you can see, the video is very choppy. I was using a different recording software to record it, but for some reason it just decided not to record properly. I basically just decided to just skip that one and move on to the next. So I went on to start recording the other game, which was called Yeah, this one I can't say either, so I'm not even gonna try. Here's a name. This is the second one that I tried to record, and you're gonna see and I'm gonna show you bits of this game, because yeah, Riley, you picked out very weird games for me to play, and I'm not sure if I appreciate that or not. I mean, not that they're bad. But they're not that good either. I don't know how to explain it. Anyways, here's the video. Here is this week's Steam of the Week, and we'll see you guys next Saturday. Start? I don't know what I'm doing. The ignition coil uses the battery charge to start the engine. The amount of charge will depend on, I don't know what to... Beware of aquaplaning. The jack can only be released once all tires are secured to the car. Okay. Tiles will puncture... Okay. Default keys for dropping items are Q and middle mouse button. The jack can only be released once tires... Okay. But I don't wanna. I said no. I guess. Mouse sensitivity is pretty high. Okay, fine, that's a little better. Leica. Okay. Not to worry, I have everything ready. We'll just need to build her an engine, slap on some wheels, fit the passenger side door, and give her a bit of a click. Let's get started. Fit the replacement door. It's over on top of that scrap pile behind you. If you squint, you'll be able to see it. Is it this one here? Less than elegant, but it's on. Yep. Let's fit the engine. If you open the driver's side door, you'll see a black latch. Pull that, and it will release the bonnet. So black latch should be under the steering wheel. Okay, so control is crouch. Oh, okay. Now open the bonnet and I can walk you through this. Okay. So as you can see, she needs an engine. I've got a load of stock parts sitting in the garage. Go collect one and I'll walk you through what it does. Is this a car simulator? Okay. That's the battery, which provides the electrical charge of your Leica. The battery allows you to use lights, the radio, the car ignition, that kind of thing. And if your Leica won't start, the first place to check is the battery. Go ahead, drop it into the engine bay. Oh. So I just have to keep going back and forth and get more parts. Right, that's a carburetor, which controls the fuel consumption of the car, which in turn controls how many kilometers per liter you get out of your Leica. Okay. A good, well-maintained carburetor will mean you use less fuel and can drive further for cheaper. Go ahead, drop it into the engine bay. That big lump of metal is the fuel tank, which holds the fuel of your Leica. A few notes on this one. First of all, it's gravity fed, so you'll need to open the bonnet and fill directly to the tank when refueling. Also, your Leica is running a 2-stroke engine. This means you'll want to mix in some oil to the fuel mixture. Failure to mix oil into the fuel would Failure to mix oil into the fuel will mean the engine won't be lubricated and will wear at an increased rate. Too much oil though, and you'll start to see performance drop. Keep your fuel tank well maintained. Let it get too beaten up, and it will start leaking fuel everywhere. Go ahead, drop it into the engine bay. That's the water tank, which provides water to help keep your windscreen clean from dirt. Keep it in good condition or it'll start to leak water and you will soon find yourself driving without any vision. Go ahead, drop it into the engine bay. Not the right one. Thank you. That little thing is the ignition coil. The ignition coil channels an electrical charge to start the engine. An ignition coil that's in bad condition may struggle to start the engine. Go ahead, drop it into the engine bay. Okay, where do I? Right there. Okay, you're holding the air filter, a non-essential component. The air filter isn't necessarily required to run your Leica, but it's a good idea to have one as it will reduce the rate of wear to your engine block. Go ahead, drop it into the engine bay. That's the engine block you've got there, the core of your Leica setup. The engine block defines core performance of your Leica, including top speed and acceleration. A poorly kept engine block will mean your Leica will struggle to perform. Go ahead, drop it into the engine bay. Okay. Okay, that's everything installed. Good job. Now to fill her up, we're getting nowhere without fuel. There should be a can of fuel. Excuse me? Good, that's a can of fuel you're holding there. If you use that on the fuel cap of the fuel tank we just installed, then you'll begin filling the car with fuel. So right there. Try holding it there. Oh. Go ahead and drop that when you're done. You've got the bottle of water. Good job. If you use that on the water tank will be installed, then we can fill her with water. Okay. Uh-huh. Excellent. Let's move on to the tires. Okay, let's go about getting some tires to the car. So as you can see, we won't get very far without any wheels. Of course, there's a car jack over in the garage. Bring it over. We can get started. Okay, place that jack under the car. Okay, and now just twist the handle. Okay. You'll notice you can, huh? I missed that. What? I'm just gonna assume, get a tire maybe. Okay. Tighten the bolt with the tire iron. Where to go? Okay, so I don't know what I did. I managed to break it somehow. And I mean, I didn't get very far into it. I can see why it would be an interesting game. There's a lot of components to it, and you are interacting with cars a lot, so this could be a good way to more or less just learn about that. But yeah, I try to upload these every Saturday by 12 p.m. So, I mean, if you want to come back for the next game, feel free to come back on Saturday. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.